Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for a completely impromptu spur of the moment video. So this morning I did the rainbow circle Dutch pour. Now by the time you're watching this, I don't even know how much later this is. Right now it's Tuesday, January 12th. When you're watching this, I have no idea because I don't know when I'm gonna upload it, but I had to come down to the basement. My rainbow pour, as you can see, I'm on the opposite side of the table. My rainbow Dutch pour is still drying on that side of the table because I just did it this morning. But I need to do 3 sets of coasters for a client, and I need to get my act together because I got to get these done for her because she'd like to give them as a birthday gift. So she has chosen specific colors. She hasn't told me exactly what brand or whatever. She just told me greens and purples. She wanted blue, purples, and silvers for this one, and like tealsy bluishes and greens in that one. So I'm kind of guessing here, and I hope everything works out the way it's supposed to. So I figured, you know what? Instead of just doing this and not showing you guys, I might as well just get the camera set up and do a quick recording. So that is what I'm gonna do really quick. And what I have here is, let's start here. What I have here is a 4x4 inch tile. It's a ceramic tile. It's already glossy. I've gone ahead and taped the back. Okay, I taped the back with just painter's tape, and then I cut around all the edges, so I got a perfect covering on the back. I use these little plastic cups from the dollar store. I reuse them all. These are amazing when using with resin because the resin just peels right off of them. So I like using these over the paper cups when I am doing resin. All right, so I've got the tiles. A lot of people ask me where I get the tiles. I am in Canada. Home Depot used to sell them 2 summers ago. They went on clearance, never got them again. Then Rona sold them, and I was buying them from there, and then I got wind that they were clearancing those as well. So I go to my local Rona, sold out. I had to drive over an hour and a half away to a Rona out in no man's land, and they were the only store in anywhere in my vicinity that had any stock left. And I went and I bought 15 cases. Yep, that's right, you heard me. 15 cases of tiles. Each case has 150 tiles. Now I shared some of those cases with my lovely neighbor who also does art, and she does a lot of resin work and lots of coasters. Coasters are her thing. So anywho, I shared some of those with her, but we literally cleared the store out, nothing left. So I know Lowe's sells them. However, the tiles have this little bump, like a little lip on each side. I guess it's for when you actually put them on the wall. The bump acts as the spacer for your grout line. I assume that's what the bump is for, but the bump is no good when you're using them for coasters. So anywho, I'm going to get started real quick because I have the dogs upstairs and I have no idea what they're doing, and no one is watching them. They are unsupervised. We all know about the babushka and my nesting dolls, what Juno did. So anywho, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out my circle Dutch pour. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to flood my tiles with my white base, which is Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White mixed with Floetrol and water. And then all my bottles here, my squeeze bottles, are all mixed with the same Floetrol and water. If you want to know how I mix my paints, check out video number 63. I will link it up here at the top for anyone who is new watching. So I guess I should shake these. I wasn't planning on paint. Oh! The lid was open and I just squirted paint everywhere. Hold please, I'm gonna have to put you guys on pause while I clean up the mess before this paint dries. One moment. I'm back. Sorry about that. Like, you know what? I'm so lucky that when I shook the paint bottle, the paint didn't squirt onto my rainbow Dutch pour. I would have been so upset. I can't believe that. It was one of the bottles, it was the metallic purple that I used in my rainbow Dutch pour, and I must have forgot to close the lid. Oh, crisis averted there. Holy smokes, that would have been bad. Alrighty, So I am going to start by just putting a layer of paint onto my tiles, and there's no hair dryer here with this at all. And actually, before I forget, see, this is, you know, I'm not prepared for this stuff. I need my mini level. Let me get that. And my little torch, if I need it. Yes, I'll need it. Okay, sorry about that. So what you want to do is try your best, but I have this little mini T-level, greatest thing I ever bought off Amazon. You can find it listed in my Amazon shop. It's perfect for small things like tiles. And I know you probably can't see that, or maybe you can. That just shows you right then and there, my tile is perfectly level. So it's good to have, because if it wasn't and didn't have it properly, see, now it's not level because you can see it's not centered on the cup, right? So there we go, level. So this is a great little handy tool to have. All right, so let's get started here. The first colors I have here are Permanent Blue Violet by Amsterdam. Then I have Metallic Purple. Then I have Iridescent Yellow, Green Yellow, because I wanted a little shimmer in there. And then Lime Green. She wanted lime green and a smidge of black. So those are going to be the colors for these tiles here. So what I'm going to do is I just pour just like that. I'll do 2 at a time because I don't know how these are going to turn out. All right, and then I just want to tip it a little, just like that, just to get around to the edges. And then what I want to do, what you want to do, is take your finger, do it with gloves if you like, and just make sure you get all the edges wet. Because tiles have like this rough, you know, color, rough texture on the end. You want to get all the sides wet. Okay, so just use your finger. And voila. All right. I'll do all 3 sets, but I probably will at some point speed up the video because I don't know if you need to see me do all 3 sets, but we shall see. I'll keep my eye on the clock on the recording and see how far we go. All right, so I've got it down. Where's my torch? Right here. I'm going to pop the bubbles on the white, just like so. And then I'm going to go, let's do metallic. Now you don't need a lot of paint on these because these tiles are so small. All right, so then I'm gonna do the lime green. And she wanted it to be more dominant in the lime green. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to add the, I don't know what this is, blue violet, and then the iridescent on top. Okay, and then what you want to do is, again, torch the bubbles like so. And then you're just going to blow on it. So I blow in the center and then outwards, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, hopefully you can see. There we go. Just like so. Let me do this one. Now, with these small tiles, you're not going to get like a beautiful petal effect and stuff like that. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm not sure. Oh, I forgot the black. I forgot to add the black. And I added the iridescent green yellow, and I don't like it because it's turning it. It looks almost gold. Let me see if my cup stuck to the bottom. Hold on. You see how it almost looks a little bit gold here? I'm not sure I like that. And so I'm going to just put you guys on pause, and I am going to scrape those because I totally forgot to add the black. Although I don't know if I want to add black. Black might just muck it up. But I'll be right back. Let me fix those. All right, I'm back, and while I was had you guys on pause, I did try one really quick. I took out the iridescent green and I did add a teensy weensy bit of black in there. So, and I'm happy with that. And the cells that are forming are pretty great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flood these tiles real quick. And you know what? I actually blew it out without lifting the tile. Because I find it easier for me, but I lifted it because I wanted you guys to be able to see what I was doing. All right, so again, you can tilt it to get the paint all to the corners, or just do what I do and use your fingers. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely fast forward through part of this because this is very time consuming. So I will, when editing the video, fast forward some of these parts. All right, so what I did was I started with the metallic purple. Then I did a small, and I mean small, squiggle of black, or even just like a drop, 3 drops. Let's do that. Okay. And then the lime green, because she said she wanted that to be dominant. Okay. And last, the permanent. Oh, that would have sucked pretty bad. Permanent blue violet. And there's echo barking. Okay, I'm going to torch them all real quick. Sorry if you can hear them barking. All right, so I'm going to blow this one. Hopefully you can see. Sorry. Echo! This is what happens when no one's supervising them. He's barking at Juno. I guarantee you they're fighting over a toy or a bone, something. He's gonna start howling now. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I have nobody watching the dogs. At some point, Echo or Juno might start howling. He likes to sing when Echo barks. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you can hear that. Oh, there goes Juno. He's howling. He's singing his song. There he goes. There he goes. So you hear this. This is what they do. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Yep. So the little guy's the barker and Juno is the howler. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are muting this, or I don't know, maybe you're having a laugh. I don't know. Juno! Echo! Yeah, they don't even listen. They can't even hear me. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done that. I am going to do, let's see. Let's go in this order here. So we'll put down dioxazine purple first. So that howling and the barking that you hear, they do that every morning. I'm not kidding. Every morning, right on cue, like an alarm clock, at around, oh, I don't know, around between 7:15 and 7:30-ish every day. So there's no such thing as sleeping in my house, because that is what we hear every morning. I kid you not. So it's just, it's crazy. All right. Phthalo blue. Oh, I didn't tell you the colors. This one we have Dioxazine Purple by Liquitex Basics, Iridescent Blue Green by Pebeo, Sterling Silver by DecoArt, and Phthalo Blue by Grumbacher. So those are the next colors. Okay, close that up. Torch all the bubbles. Oh, that's just silver. Wow, look at the cells that are forming here. That is pretty neat. Okay, let's blow these out. I hope my big head doesn't get in the way. You can never go wrong with purple and blue. I'm telling you. Ever, ever, ever. And you know what? You could, I was going to say you could try blowing over the white. Like so. I don't know. Let's try it. I don't think it makes a difference. Not on such a small tile. So pretty. Now, for those of you who don't want to blow with your mouth, you can try the hairdryer. I guarantee you it probably won't work out that well. But if you've seen the little mini blow dryer, you know, the little teeny tiny, it's like, it looks like a leaf blower, but it's a mini orange one with a black nozzle. A lot of people are using it lately. I did a video on it actually a long time ago. If I remember, I'll link it up here at the top if I remember. But yeah, you can use that for sure. I choose not to use it. I prefer just using my mouth because I feel like I have a lot more control. So let me move these over. Hopefully, yep, there you go. You're now in camera view. And let's do these last 4 tiles. Sounds like the boys have settled down. They like to get a little yell out here and there, a little barking. Get it out of their system, you know. All right. Here's someone running around. Better not be causing any trouble. Little monkeys. This is what happens when there's no one on the main floor. Sophia's in her room. Hubby's upstairs as well. Lucas is at Grandma's house. I don't know what's going on up there. I better get up there quick as soon as I'm done here. I don't trust those two. They're trouble. All right. And one more real quick. And he's barking again at something. Echo is a very barky dog. Juno never ever barks. He just howls. I rarely ever have I heard Juno bark. But Echo barks at everything. We have Greenish Blue by Amsterdam. We have Iridescent Green Blue, which is kind of like a teal if you think about it. And then Metallic Cobalt Blue by Artist Loft. So those are the colors I'm using on this one. All right. Let's go. Little squiggles. So yeah, Echo barks at everything. If he sees someone pull into the driveway, if he hears someone coming up the front porch, he barks, which is great. You know, Juno would just look at it and be like, yeah, there's someone there. I really don't care. He wouldn't do anything, really. But Echo barks at everything. All right. You know what? I think I might add, I know she didn't say silver, but I'm making an executive decision here, and I'm gonna add a little silver just for the shimmer. All right, torch it. Get all those bubbles out. Oh, no wonder my cord's in the way. I didn't tuck it behind my apron. No wonder it's always hanging down. All right, let's blow these out. Oh, I'm so glad I added the silver. It looks so nice. You guys can see what I'm doing? Yep. Yeah, Echo, he's at the top of the stairs barking. I'm downstairs. You're not allowed down here. Echo. Oh, I love it. These are so pretty. So that is it. I am done. And I'm going to put the lid back on here before I cause another mess somewhere, somehow. And I am going to bring you guys down for a close-up. All right, be right back. All right, everybody. So let me give you guys a close-up. So the cells are pretty neat. I'm really happy with these. I hope my client really likes them. There's the first set. Here is the second set. And I'm sure there's going to be some pretty shimmer going on once I turn the studio lights off. So there you go. Let me turn the lights off. Be right back. All right, so here we are with the lights off, but it's going to be, you can see there's a shadow because again, I'm on the opposite side of the table. Let's see if it's better this way. Yeah, it's better this way, but I'm not sure if you can see any shimmer happening here is the problem. Oh yeah, you can see it. Oh yes, you can. Look at that. So there's definitely some, let me go this way now, pretty shimmer happening here. All right, so there you have it. That is how I do my coasters. Now what you need to do though as well, tedious work, but you got to do it. You got to look now at all your coasters. Now you see these and like stuff like that, you need to fix that. So what you need to do is get your finger into some white paint, just like so, and you have got to cover it like that. Okay, it's super important. You got to cover it up or else it's going to dry like that and it's going to be no good. And if you don't have enough white paint on the table, make some. Get your squeeze bottle, pour a little blob on the table, and away you go. Oh, geez, I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Sorry. Let's try that again. Okay, you got to cover all that. All of that needs to get covered. So again, here. Just like so. Okay, so it's very tedious, I know, but you got to cover all those sides. You see how the tile is showing there? You can't have that. You gotta cover it up. Okay, like that. So do that on all your tiles. I know, tedious, especially if you're doing a bunch at once, but it's gotta be done. Now, when these dry, they'll be dry a lot quicker than, there it is, my rainbow painting. It'll be dry a lot quicker than a canvas. These will dry maybe in 2 days or so, at least for me. So once they're fully dry to the touch, I will put crystal resin on them. If you want to see how I do that, I won't do it in this video because I just don't have the time. Guess what? I'm back. So I know I said I was gonna, you know, not do the resin, but you know what? It's been 3 days. They're perfectly dry. I haven't even moved them from where I poured them. And I was going to resin them tonight. And I figured, you know what? Get the camera up, get it rolling. Let's show you guys how it's done. So you all know I use crystal resin. So for those of you who are interested in trying crystal resin, you can save 5% using code Kanella5 on crystalresin.com. All right. So you can do that. I'm not going to go through how I mixed it and all that. If you want to know the details of all of that, you can check out video number 227. I will link it up here at the top. Don't forget, guys, please, please, please always wear protection when you're using resin. Even if the resin says it's no odor, this and that, you really need a mask. This is a 3M mask. I ordered it off Amazon. Then you got to buy these filters separately, but you really need a respirator unless you're doing resin outside. I also have my Dyson air purifier going when I'm also doing resin. So I have this and my Dyson. So I'm fully secure there and fully safe. Although I'm not going to put it on now because if I put it on and try and talk to you guys, I'm going to sound like Darth Vader. So you won't be able to hear me if I have a mask on. So just for tonight, I'm not going to have the mask on. All right. So I have already gone ahead. I've mixed my resin. Now I know you guys are all probably wondering, well, how much resin do you mix? Guess what? I don't know. I just literally mix what I think is going to be not enough, a little more than enough. Because it would suck to be doing all this and then you run out of resin and you got to make some more. So what do I do with the extra resin? Simple. I have a ton of silicone molds. You guys know I have the molds from LOLIVEFE. I have these molds. I have the new molds that have like the blessed home, you know, all kinds of molds. The little teddy bear molds here. I actually have one right here. He's got some green in him. Teddy bear molds, all that stuff. If you have a few molds, always throw in your extra resin into a mold. There you go. And then you don't have to waste the resin. Never ever waste resin. It's a shame because it's expensive too. All right. So here's my cup and I'm just going to pour generously right in the middle there. I'll do 4 at a time. Maybe I put too much on that one. All right. And there we go. All right, then you need a heat gun. You cannot use a hair dryer. You need a heat gun. I am going to use the heat gun to warm it up and pop the bubbles. I have it going on high and I'm constantly moving it. Do not keep it in one spot or you will burn the resin. Okay, so now it's warmed up. My cups are stuck to the bottom here. All right, why is this so wobbly? Now I'm gonna use my fingers. This cup's giving me an issue. And there's the dogs again. Oh, Echo. You know what? I touched the wet paint underneath. So now I got it on the resin. So now I got to wipe it off. This is what happens when you don't move your coasters from where they are. All right. So as I said, just use your fingers, put some gloves on, obviously, and make sure all your sides are covered. Like so. And now we'll do this one. And I'll probably speed up this process because there's not much to it aside from using your fingers to spread it around and make sure all the edges are covered. So after I do these 4, I'll show you what I do with the heat gun, and then I will do the other 8 coasters. Guess who's outside on the deck? All right. Oh, forgot this one. Can't forget this one. So a lot of people ask, how long do I wait after a piece is dry to resin? Some people hear you need to wait 3 to 4 weeks, and oh my goodness, I would never, ever, ever wait that long. To each their own. Everyone has their own ideas and their own reasoning behind it. I have never in my life waited that long to resin anything, and I've never had an issue. As soon as my piece is fully dry to the touch, I resin. So that's just what I do. All right, so now that I've covered everything, what you want to do is heat it up again and pop any remaining air bubbles. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing the resin over the sides to make sure this tile is totally crooked. What is going on here? There we go. That's better. It was very crooked for some reason. All right, moving along. Again, just pushing along the corners just to make sure everything is covered properly. All right, and then once you've done all that, you know, I have my studio lights. If you don't have studio lights, get yourself a flashlight, get something bright, maybe the light on your phone. And what you want to do is you want to shine it against on an angle, like sideways like this, so you can catch the glare of the light, because that is where you're going to see if you missed a spot of resin somewhere or along the edges, or if there's an air bubble, or if there's a hair or something. So you need to get down to eye level like this, and you need to check it and make sure against the light. I'm telling you, if you're going to be doing a lot of resin, invest in some sort of ring light or something. I'm going to have to move this because this one cup under here is not keeping my tile level, and that's because there's gunk here on the cup, and that one too. So there we go. It's got to be level. If it's not level, you're gonna have a problem. The resin will slide off one end, and then you're gonna end up with like a bare spot. All right, so that is how I resin my coasters, and I will do the rest off camera, and then tomorrow I'll show you how I peel the tape off the back. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow when these are dry, and I'll show you how I take the tape off. That's it for now. Hey everyone, I'm back at it now. It's been quite a bit. I've been pretty busy. If you may notice, look at the floor. Guess where I am? I'm in my new studio. I've spent like the last 4 days working my butt off, painting, last minute touches, but in my next video, you will get the full tour of my new studio, and I will be doing my very first painting in my next video, which will be, let's see, today's Wednesday, you're watching this, so Saturday. So stay tuned on Saturday. All right, and I'll give you guys a tour. I have some last minute things to do. That's why I'm not giving you a tour right now. Anywho, I've got one of each coaster here. I wanted to show you guys how they turned out. Now I don't have my studio lights on. I just have the lights on here in the new basement, not the actual bright white studio lights. So I'm not really sure if you can see the shimmer in these or not. But, and then this was the last one. Okay, yeah, you can see it there. Okay, so here's the back. The drips you can see. See those drips? So what you want to do is take your heat gun without burning your hand. you want to heat up the side of the 1/2 side of the coaster and then peel it, and I'll show you how I do the rest. So let's start with that. My gun is stuck. There we go. There we go. She's getting old. Had her for over 2 years now. All right, so what you want to do is just heat up the edge. Now, I typically peel the tape off of my coasters and my paintings the next day within 24 hours because it makes it a lot easier to peel it off. These have been sitting here for a week now, so a little extra heat would be good. So I will find the edge of my tape and it'll peel right off. You see that? Right off the back. Oh, I forgot my cork backings. So now you can see it's hard. It's kind of hard to pull. You want to heat it up. See, look, see how it rips there? You want to heat it up. And then the other thing is, if you don't heat it up, sometimes the drip will rip the resin off the side. Big no-no, okay? So this is why I heat it up, because then it detaches from the corner a lot easier without risking pulling up any resin from the side of the coaster. Okay, and you see how it pulled it off right from the corner there? Okay, so there's that. And there you go. Completely, perfectly fine coaster. Now I forgot my cork backings. So I'm not gonna do these on camera because you literally just saw me do that. Let me go get my cork backing, one sec. All right, so here's my cork backing. I get these off Amazon. They are listed in my Amazon shop. They are self-adhesive, so you just literally pull the piece off like this, okay? And you want to put it on your coaster. Now it fits perfectly. And if you don't put it on perfectly, you'll end up with a little bit of an edge on one side. But you put it on, and then what I do is I push down around all the edges. Okay, and then in the center, I make sure it's pushed down, okay? I use usually a cloth, but I'm just so discombobulated today. And then what I do is, this is a very clean surface, by the way. If you don't have a clean surface, put down some paper, tissue paper, something. Do not put your coaster on a dirty surface. It will get into your, like, I mean, unless they've been curing for like 2 weeks. But yeah, you don't want to do that. So then I take my rubber stamp and I will stamp the back of my coaster. Okay, and there you have it. Now this will stay wet for a while. So if you're kind of in a rush and you want to ship them out, may I suggest you stamp the back if you have a stamper, that is. What I typically do, and I totally forgot, but I will stamp a bunch of these and lay them on my table and let them dry for like, I don't know, a couple of days, because this will stay wet for quite a while. It takes a while to dry the ink on the cork. So now I'm gonna have to leave this on the table for a couple of days, not on this table, but yeah, pre-stamp them in advance and then you'll be fine a couple of days later. So there you have it, guys. That is how I make my coasters. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful, informative. And if you have any questions that I may have missed in the tutorial, you could direct those questions in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer all those questions. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this. And everything you need to know is listed in the description below. The discount for crystal resin. See, this is like a week later after I originally recorded the intro to this video. So I don't even know what I've said to you guys already. So if I'm repeating myself, I'm really sorry. Like I said, life's been pretty hectic and busy. But Thank you all so much for watching, and everything, like I said, is in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you guys on Saturday in my new studio with a new pour. I can't wait. See you guys then. Until next time, have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.